Welcome to today's intention. Today we are going to talk about the similarity of a wave of the ocean and the game of the tennis. And you can say, what is this? What is this? How can a wave of the ocean can be close to a tennis game? Well, it's a perfect example to explain how the energy goes into the tennis court. When we go to the beach and we see the wave, you see that there is natural. Do you think that has rhythm? Do you think that the energy is always flowing with flow, and the surfers that surf the wave always going into the flow with the wave? Yes, right? Okay. Energy in tennis is the same. Imagine that the tennis court with the lines and with the net is a wave of the ocean. And you will say, what is that? When the wave get to the last point that is going to break down, right? This is the point with switching to the game. The point when you has the contact point of the ball is not here, not here, here. Just in this point, before 1 second until starting getting down. And then, as you see, when that happens, then the water goes down completely and break down, bam. You cannot stop that, right? No one can stop that kind of water, because it's a lot, with a lot of power. But in tennis, when we got the contact point, then we stop the racket, because we need to control. But could you control a wave? It's impossible. You never think about it that you can control a wave or stop a wave. It's impossible. So, but we have a hand and we try to control this movement. And that's why we cannot play, because we break the energy of the core. In our case, of the core. And another thing, have you ever think about when the game start or when the game finish? If you think again in a wave, what is the beginning? What is the end? There is no beginning, there is no end. Same in the core. There is no beginning, there is no end. Imagine that the core is a wave that you go inside as a surfer, but you have a racket. It's the same. And then you have to go inside and then try to get the energy of the core. How can you do that? First, making fully actions. And second, making decisions. When you have a decision and when you make a full action, you are in the rhythm of the energy of the core. When you stop the racket, you leave the energy of the core. When you complain, you leave the energy of the core. It means that normally you are away from the core. Away from the game. And your job is to stay in the game, as the surfer can do with the wave. Stay in the wave. But to do that, the surfer and the tennis player has to deal with that, not fight with that. So we have to flow into the wave in the case of the surfer, and into the core in our case in the tennis. But there is no end or begin. There is no beginning or end, because it's energy. Tennis is a game of energy. The people who make more energy is the people who win the game, because it's the people who bring more energy to the game. But the only thing is, you have to, the only thing that you do in a court is try to control, try to get security, try complaining, doubt. There is no energy there. You are living the game. So this is a good explanation how the energy goes into a core, because it's exactly like a wave of the ocean. I hope you like this video, and we'll see you soon. Bye.